So, welcome to the first installment of Gilmore Ball Z Plays Asuna for Corona 2. If you're not familiar, the 4-Job Fiesta, which is what this is normally called, is an event that runs every summer where you play Final Fantasy V, except you're limited to one job class from every crystal. So this is a special off-season event that Gilgabot, that Eric Koziel's doing, to raise money for Doctors Without Borders and their fight against COVID and all that good stuff. So this time, usually the little sprites you see on your screen I fill in as I play the game, as I tweet at the tweetbot and get my classes. But this time, you begin knowing exactly what your loadout is going to be, and it's the same loadout for everybody. White Mage, Summoner, Geomancer, Dancer. Which is honestly not a great party. It's doable, but it's not great. So this is going to be a challenge. The big mercy is obviously you have White Mage. So I'm going to have healing, and that'll be nice. I've done no healing runs before. I think my second Fiesta, I got, what did I get my second? I got Thief, Summoner, which was like my only saving grace. I got Geomancer, which I quickly job faired into a Ranger, and Samurai. So I did have a party 2 years ago, or like 2.5 years ago, or a year and a half ago, whatever, that was no healing, and that sucked. So this time I'll at least have healing and buffs and stuff from White Mage. I've never actually gotten to play a Fiesta run with a traditional mage. Last year I got Red Mage, but that only kind of counts. Red Mage kind of becomes useless pretty quickly. This will be my first time getting to play with just like a full-blown, honest-to-goodness mage character. So it's going to be fun. What's not going to be fun is this first stint where I literally only have white mages, and I'm going to have to get through a physical heavy boss. So I might swear a lot while we're fighting Garula, we'll see. Yeah, so let's get into it. I decided to kind of tinker around and upgrade my play a little bit for this run. So I'm playing a Game Boy Advance ROM of Final Fantasy V Advance, but I applied a patch to it that restores the Super Nintendo sound card, or the Super Nintendo soundtrack. So it'll be all of the original soundtrack, original instrumentation, and all of that. That actually introduced a funny slowdown bug where my frame rate was like chopped in half, and so I did some research, and it was like, oh, because VBA's default BIOS sucks. So this is actually loaded up with a BIOS dump from an actual GBA. So for all intents and purposes, like, calling it emulation, I mean, it's still emulation, but this isn't even really Visual Boy Advance anymore. This is about as close to a actual GBA hardware as I could get without actually, like, buying an old GBA, getting a capture card, and going through all that rigmarole. So that's what that is. Sorry, 1 second. Cool, it was Paige couldn't find her wallet, and she finally found it, so I had to ask where it was. Anyway, now, without any further ado, let's start Final Fantasy V. I see 2 in chat. Emily's here, says wow video game, and Chris is here and says that this sounds like a great party to him. Well, Chris, shut the fuck up. Alright. That's how you know I'm playing on a legit BIOS, because it has that opening. Wow, okay. Oh, and hopefully, unlike last time, hopefully there will not be any frame drops or slowdown when we're playing this. Oh, my sprites are sticking over. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna move my little guys down. There, my little guys aren't in the way. Awesome. Now we can skip this. Oh, that legit FF5 prelude. Love it. Chris calls me an extremely toxic streamer. Let me know if the sound balance between the game and my voice is bad. I can tweak them. So it's interesting, doing the Fiesta, this will be my 4th Fiesta, technically. Paige says, remind me to clean the office next time. That's true, it's a bit of a mess in here. Whatever, who gives a shit? I'm in my bathrobe. That's the kind of stream that we're doing here. But, so, replaying, this game for the Fiesta. This is my 4th time playing it with Fiesta rules, although the previous 3 times have been legit Fiesta runs, whereas this is a special off-season event. Means that 5 is actually getting... It's edging in on 7 for the Final Fantasy game I've played through the most times. Even though, you know, the majority of them have been with one hand tied behind my back. I kind of want to do just a regular run of FF5 now with everything I've learned playing the Fiestas, because holy crap, there's so much mechanical complexity to this game that I think most people sleep on. Just all of the weird, like, unsaid subsystems and mechanics that come into play with the way you mix and match your classes. When I first played this game in high school, I slept on a lot of that, and I just played it very straightforward. Oh, I can just mix and match and make a fun... Oh, I'll take a knight and also give him white magic, so he's a paladin, yay! And that's fun, there's nothing wrong with playing that way. Like, if that's the way you play Final Fantasy V, more power to you, there's no such thing as wrong, bad fun, but knowing the stuff that I know now about just how thoroughly and hilariously you can break this game, even within the confines of only using 4 of the however many jobs there are, I really want to see what I can do. So that might be a stream at some point in the future, just like watch Grant demolish Final Fantasy V and, you know, purge all the bad memories of having to do Fiesta runs. Because there are so many classes that can just stop the game dead in its tracks alone. Like, a chemist, if you roll a chemist, doesn't matter what else you rolled on the Fiesta. You have a chemist, you're good. No problem. Done. And there's a couple things that I've never gotten to mess around with the Mystic Knight, or the Sword Mage, just because I've never been able to roll one, but apparently they're stupid broken if you combine them the right way. So, that's fun. Anyway, if you're not familiar with the game, I think everybody in chat right now is at least vaguely familiar with the plot of the game, but if you're not familiar with the plot of the game, it's very basic Final Fantasy. There's 4 crystals, 1 for each of the 4 elements, and bad things are happening, something's corrupting them, and they're breaking. Here we see the wind crystal breaks. So now, wind throughout the world is slowing down. And that's basically the gist of it. So we're gonna pick up with our intrepid adventurer friend Bartz and his chocobo friend named Boko, and find out what's up, and see if we can save the world from elemental chaos. You know, Chris says in chat, the general idea is that you need to summon Captain Planet. That's not wrong. That's not, strictly speaking, incorrect. Except you're Captain Planet. Look, there's no heart. You don't have a heart. There's no heart crystal. And also these meteors are falling. Final Fantasy loves a good meteor. Meteor's falling in FF5. Meteor falls in FF7. I'm trying to think what else. I just finished a quest, or just started a quest thread in Final Fantasy XIV, where some meteors start falling. It's good stuff. All right. We're gonna really quickly save over my old save there that I was just using to test. One of these trees has a loot hidden in it. I think it's over here. I think it's over here. There's a... I think I can get it later. I have to do this first, but I think I can go down into that thicket down there and there's like a phoenix down or something. Anyway, oh no, goblins. You don't see goblins in Final Fantasy all that often anymore, but like they were the base enemy in FF1. Like, just strictly speaking, they're like the first Final Fantasy monster. You don't see them all that often anymore. I was actually really amused that they did show up in FF15 and like looked like the FF1 versions of them. It was really nice. Lana. I'm just gonna stick with Bartz, because I'm a basic bitch like that. And of course, it would be remiss not to mention that in the fan translation of the Super Famicom version of this game, they translated it differently, and his name was Butz. B-U-T-Z, Butz. Because bots, right? So it's really Bart's is the not dumb way to translate that, but, so for a long time, that was like all we had, because this game didn't get officially translated and released in America until the PlayStation 1 for Final Fantasy Anthology. So for a long time, this is one that was never brought over to America. Not the last one to be brought over to America. That would be Final Fantasy 3. Didn't get an official American release until the DS remake, which, like, what? Okay, now I think if I go... Am I just, like, totally misremembering? This part always trips me out. Ah, there we go. There we go. Oh, we're getting somewhere? Oh, no, it's down here. Somewhere over here. There's, like, a secret passage that leads to, Yeah, it's over here. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, it's that chest right there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I knew I remembered something. Boom, Phoenix down. Emily says I was going to make a joke about him being called Farts, but that's funnier. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, here's Galuf. So the whole reason for this whole Asuna for Corona thing is that we're raising money for Doctors Without, for Doctors Without Borders, obviously doing their thing against COVID-19. So you'll see in the top left corner there, our money raised and our money goals. Hey, kitties! I'm streaming right now. Be nice. 1 second. I gotta break up some kitties. Be right back. This is the exciting streaming content you're here for. Daphne and Hiccup are mostly cool with each other now, but occasionally they get in a little spat. Anyway, wait, does Grant think we are here for him and not the cats? Look, I fully respect if you're just here for the cats. I'm sorry they don't show up more often in that case. Daphne's the only one who really does lap sync. Daphne, hey, leave him alone. Daphne's the only one who will really like hop right up here. Maybe you'll see them nap on the couch later. Yeah, there you go, Daphne. Go bother somebody else. Leave Hiccup alone. Anyway, as I was saying, so if you go to the donation link on the left there, forjobfiesta.com/corona, there's Hiccup. There he is, his little three-legged self. Then you can click on their little donate button, and it'll take you to their Tiltify. You can donate. If you take a screen cap of your receipt, black out any personal information, yada yada, and send that over to GilmoreBallZ@gmail.com, we'll double it and count it toward the Gohan and Rory Fund. Now, the fun thing about that is, at the moment, we are getting close to the end of Gilmore Ball Z. We're running out of episodes. But we did the math, and if we can fund 2 more bonus episodes, and then complete all of them before we get to the end of the series, then our final episode will actually be our 200th. So we really want to make that happen, because that just sounds super cool. So, the next episode, which will be either Dead Zone, World's Strongest, or Broly's Second Coming, will be unlocked at the next 2250, which is a nice round number, obviously. So, yeah. If you have the money to spare and want to help a good cause, namely Doctors Without Borders, go ahead and do that. And it'll not only, help with this whole COVID thing that's keeping us all inside, but will also unlock cool bonus Gilmore Ball Z content where, in this case, we get to put Paige through the suffering of another Dragon Ball Z movie. At first, Bartz is reluctant to join the adventure. Then an earthquake happens! Even though the Earth Crystal's still, like, fine. Just an earthquake. I guess the impact of the meteor caused an earthquake. Why not? Hey, Vela's here! Hi, Vela. Vela and I play Final Fantasy XIV together sometimes, because we both like Final Fantasy XIV and Trails. So isn't that fun? Vela actually runs a, it's not a guild, they call it a fellowship. It's basically just like a community interest group, on FF14 for stuff, so that's cool. Yeah, Vela, I don't know if I've ever actually talked about my podcast in the Discord or anything. This is technically through my podcast where my wife shows me Gilmore Girls, and I show her Dragon Ball Z, and we go episode by episode. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned that to all of the bracers or not. So that's a fun thing I do when I'm not playing FF14 and posting pictures of my cats. Yeah, Vela says that sounds interesting. It is interesting as a word for it. Yeah, interesting as a word for it. We're almost done. I don't know exactly when you jumped on, if you heard me talking about how we're actually almost done, but we're getting into like the last couple episodes of both series, and it's a time. I don't know how familiar you are. I don't know how familiar you are with either, but they both get real bad near the end. The wind is calling me. Yeah, fucko. The wind crystal just exploded. The beginning of this game is always a little slow. Which I technically have emulators speed up, but, you know. I usually reserve that for grinding. So basically the way I'm seeing how this loadout is going to work is my tentative plan at the moment is to basically just make the Geomancer either a backup summoner or a backup white mage, because Geomancer kind of blows. So we're going to see how well that pans out. I'm thinking I'll be able to get up to the unlock for Geomancer in this session, although I guess the water crystal's going to take a bit longer than it usually does for me since I'll only have white mages, so we'll see how far I get in this first session. Okay, now we're really playing. Now the game's really started. Ooh, a spring. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I got that music patch for this. The old school Super Famicom soundtrack is taking me back. Pirates. Oh man, I rambled over the entire opening. My throat's already sore. gotta remember where I got my mappings here. Oh, let's see, who should I equip that on? I guess Bart's is kind of my main man at the moment. My last Fiesta run, I made liberal use of emulator speed up during encounters because my only main attacker unit was a monk. And specifically, I had monk ranger. And so the best thing for my monk to do was to rank up ranger and use X attack. Or they call it rapid fire in the advanced version. So it was that little 2-punch attack, but it attacks 4 times. So it was punching 8 times. And I just decided I'm just going to speed up through this, because otherwise every battle's going to take forever. Alright. This will be interesting. My main physical attacker is going to be a dancer, which means I'm not going to get it for a good chunk of the first act of the game. And the attack element of it is just going to be, if I equip a Lamia Tiara, then half the time it'll do sword dance. So I can do chicken knife sword dance. Should work. So I've gotten enough experience at this that, like, I can actually think these strategies ahead. Normally I don't tend to, at least with 5, I don't tend to really dig in too much. The ones that I really like to pick apart and dig in are 6 and 7. So I'm just finally wrapping my brain around 5 enough that I can actually, like, remember what all the strategies are and think everything through. And speaking of the fundraiser, if you do end up donating to this fundraiser right up here, go ahead. I don't have fancy donation automation set up because I'm not good at this, but drop a message in chat if you do, so I can give you a shout out, and then I can go check the email for the confirmation and sort all that out after the broadcast if anybody actually ends up doing that. I do like the advanced version, you get the little Amano portraits. That's a nice little touch. Although it also really highlights how this era of Final Fantasy games, the in-game sprites did not match the concept art at all. Which is always an interesting artifact. What's really fun is looking at the original, like, Amano art for characters from, like, the 3D era of Final Fantasy, where it matches a little bit more, but it just looks like a weird Amano-fied version of the characters. Like, Amano's Titus is hilarious. Oh no, they have the same pendant. I sure hope it does not that they're related or something. Make sure you're hydrating. Oh gee, why indeed does the Princess of Tycoon have the same pendant that you do? Oh, I didn't realize how much I missed the original instrumentation until I patched it in. It's really nice. As anybody who knows me or follows me on Twitter knows, I've been really into Final Fantasy XIV lately for a number of reasons. Mostly because it is just a really good game, but in a lot of ways the most fun part is the way they remix the old soundtracks. Or some of the newer soundtracks even. Yesterday I did the first of the Nier Automata raids, and they have an absolutely perfect cover of Weight of the World for the final boss of that raid. It's super fun. But yeah, so right now, in terms of bonus episodes for Gilmore Ball Z, on the docket, we're going to do Wrath of the Dragon. We might actually record that soon. Maybe even record that, I don't know, next couple days. We're doing Wrath of the Dragon, Bad Santa, which we intended to do before Christmas, and then Christmas happened. And then we got a donation. Somebody dropped us a donation out of nowhere that funded 2 more bonus episodes. So we're gonna do Lord Slug, and we're gonna do an episode of Prodigal Son, which is like a crime procedural on Fox that has Keiko Agena as like a. I think she's supposed to be a I don't even know the word. Person who works at a morgue. I forget what the. It's not a mortician. A mortician's the person who isn't the mortician. Whatever. I believe she's a morgue doctor, or she's a doctor at least. Yeah, Sail of the Wind Shrine for me. So when we hit that 2250 up there at the top of your screen, we're gonna do either Dead Zone, World's Strongest, or Broly's Second Coming, and then another 50 after that. Then we're gonna do Dirty Dancing, because that has Emily Gilmore as the mother of Baby. I know very little about Dirty Dancing, except it's about dancing that's presumably dirty, and that you should not put a baby in the corner. And I'm told there's some problematic age gap stuff, so that'll be fun to talk about. Yeah, that's the plan. So if we can fund those last 2, and if we work our asses off and get them all recorded before we finish the main series of the podcast, which will be real fun, because I'm getting my wisdom teeth out in 2 weeks, then our final episode will be our 200th, which I really hope we can pull off, because it sounds super rad, having our final episode be number 200. It just timed out that way, like, much like our 100th episode happening to fall at the end of the Cell Saga. Not planned at all, just happened to time out that way. And because that always bothers me. Ferris is supposed to be the fire crystal. It always bothers me that it defaults them in the wrong order. I mean, I get that Ferris joins you last, but that's the order you get the crystal. I don't know. That's just my little thing. I like having them in that order. Okay, now we're really playing. Intro over. We're actually playing the damn game. Only half an hour into the stream. Let's go. A tent. Paige says Grant on painkillers is the best way to record. I don't think the audience would much enjoy an episode where I have like gauze in my mouth and look like a chipmunk. I mean, they can't see that I look like a chipmunk, but I don't think they'll enjoy only half being able to hear me. Let's see. Preemptive strike. Yes, Paige has a point. It would be better than me editing on painkillers. A thing that we said on our Twitter a long time ago, but still rings true, is if you hear a clink, this is especially when we used to record in the same room. Now we have a more sophisticated setup. But if you hear a clink or something on the audio while you're listening to Gilmore Ballsy, it means that we had a drink or two while recording, which whatever. If you hear multiple, it means I also was drinking while I was editing. Which, yeah, is always a fun time. Oh, what's in that chest over there? Oh, and there's this, right, this little room with nothing in it. I think that chest over there is... Yeah, this is the broadsword. This is important. Let's, who needs a broadsword? Galuf currently isn't carrying anything, so Galuf needs a broadsword. I think if I drop down... Oh, no, this isn't a drop down. I don't remember what's in that chest, and I don't care. Let's... actually, what I'm gonna do, because this guy always makes me just the tiniest bit paranoid, I'm gonna run back. Well... yeah, I'll run back. I'll just do that real quick. Especially gaining a couple more levels before I am confined to white mages is never a bad thing. Emulator speed up is a hell of a thing. Okay. I'm gonna save here real quick. I'm gonna run over, see what's in that other chest. Come back, use a tent. Then run up. Leather cap. Oh, okay, good. Armor. Armor, always a plus. Let's see. You got a shield. Let's give... I'll give it to Galuf because he hits harder, so keeping him alive during this next fight is more important. This is not a hard fight. It's just he does the same thing as like Welk in FF6 or the Guard Scorpion in FF7. There was this brief stint where they were just really into the first boss is going to have a thing where their model changes, and if you hit them during that period, they hit you back really hard. And so sometimes with like stacking ATB commands, you can actually screw up. So I'm just gonna endeavor not to embarrass myself here is all. Yeah. All right. Your boy Chips Ahoy is here. Oh, there we go. Boom, easy. Your boy Chips Ahoy is here and says, howdily doodly, neighborino. The answer is hokily dokily. Oh, whoops, wrong button. I meant to sprint, not emulator speed up there. Okay, now we're gonna get to where the game gets really interesting, because I'm gonna start having to use my classes. Everybody gets the crystal powers. Alright, we're getting users in chat now, which is good because we're getting to the interesting part. Oh, Chris says, check the Gilmore Ball Z email, better prepare for the DBZ movie. Did Chris donate? I hear Paige checking downstairs. Did Chris donate? I just heard Paige downstairs shout, "Fuck you, Chris." Alright, we got our wind crystal and we already got a donation rolling in. Actually here, I'm gonna check that real quick myself so I can update my totals here. $25. Alright, so really quickly, gonna change that. We've raised $25, which means we've unlocked the DBZ movie, and that means I know how to math. We need money. We need, let's see, 50 minus 250. So we need 4750 to unlock our final bonus episode. The thing that we need to make our final episode 200. So there we are. Thank you, Thief of Souls, aka my buddy Chris, for that donation. We will match that. I don't know if Paige is doing it right now or if I'll do it later after the stream is over. Either way, we will match that money to Doctors Without Borders to help out with, that whole COVID business. Your boy Chips Ahoy says Wind to Sephiroth stab, Squall, and seal off Kingdom Hearts. That would be better than some stuff that happens in Final Fantasy VIII. I know some people love Final Fantasy VIII, right? And I've grown to respect that. It took me a while, but I've grown to respect that. I'm not one of those people. 8 doesn't work for me, and I've accepted that. Chris wants to know when I'm gonna get drunk and explain the plot of Kingdom Hearts 2. Here's the thing, though, right? Even by Kingdom Hearts 2, the plot is complicated, but not, like, absurd. It's really from 2 onwards, after 2, that it really goes off a cliff. 1, Chain of Memories 2, it's convoluted, but within the usual anime realms of convolutedness, it's really when we went past 2 that things started to get real crazy. Alright, we're gonna have... Oh god, we're gonna have a party of 4 white mages. Oh lord, it's happening. Oh, every button presses agony to me. Here we go. 4 white mages, let's do this. Actually, it could be worse. I think I've already mentioned my second fiesta. I got Thief as my... I put everybody in the back row here, because everybody is the super squish now. I got Thief as my wind crystal, and that I'm convinced is the whammy of the wind crystal. Oh dear lord, yes, it's true, Chris. You gave $25, and that means on our next episode we will read whatever message you want, within reason, right? Obviously, if people want us to like go out there and start spewing racial slurs or whatever, we're not gonna do that. But within reason, we will read your message on our next episode. Also, I believe that technically entitles you to, if you want, you can record your own next time on Gilmore Ball Z. Yeah, so if you want to do that, you can. I'm guessing it doesn't sound like your thing, but if you want, you can do your own. Find out next time on Gilmore Ball Z at the end of the episode. All right, White Mage Party, let's go. Oh God, this next stretch is gonna be painful. In the long run, this is a good thing. It means I'll have healing, which is good. I've done runs without healing, and it's less good. Let's see, do I actually have to go here and find out I need the key before I can go? Oh no, the canal gate's locked. Okay, now I can go to... Chris says he's chaotic neutral at worst. You know, I can get behind that assessment. Let's see, did I go way off base here, or is it down here? I'm way off base. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going, like, over here. There's the canal. Where's the town? The town's above the canal. I play this game just infrequently enough that I can, like, not quite remember where everything is. It's horrible. It's the worst. Your boy Chips Ahoy thinks I should fish for some Magikarp. You know? Here we go. It's in this little... No, it's not in this little... Damn it. You know, I was just saying, like, yeah, I feel like I'm getting a real handle on this game now that I'm playing it enough. Here we go. Tool. Here we go. Pirates want grog. Yeah, playing tabletop with Chris is an interesting experience. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, a lot of this shit I can't actually use anymore. I will have no use for a broadsword, so we're just gonna sell both of those. I don't think I'll have any use for daggers for a bit. Actually, I think... I don't know, I might save one, because I think my summoner will be able to use them. Shields! Useless to me. Alright. Oh, I probably should have just bought them the same thing. I'm good at video games, you guys. Alright. Alright, basic staff. That's what we're doing, although honestly, I should be more concerned with armor. I should armor up before I... Actually, what am I talking about? I should buy magic first. Jeez, I've done a ton of Fiesta runs, but very few where I've actually really needed to meaningfully buy magic. Yes, there was the time that he caused a paladin to become fallen by using illusions to make him think they're gouts. But that happened. Yes, that did happen. Okay, a little bit of cure. I don't need Libra. Libra is dumb. I don't need Libra. But I do need Poisana. That'll be useful. Alright. It was a time. I had this whole setup where, like, the party had been framed. The party had been framed, and then, so it was gonna be like, you know, they were like enemies of the state, of this place that they used to be buddies with them, and set up the situation where, like, they had to go free a town that was occupied, and it was, you know, leading the occupation was this guy who used to be an ally, but he'd been duped and was convinced that the party were actually bad guys. And so like, oh, this is gonna be a thing. Like, are you gonna, you know, just write this town off as a loss, or are you gonna fight this guy who's used to be your ally? There's gonna be this big tense situation, and then Chris is just like, nope, conjure an illusion, make him think his god's angry at him, get him to abandon his post. Okay, yeah, I can afford everything I need here. Got everyone kitted out with that. Did optimize Ferris in a minute there. Okay, that's all done. I've still got some leftover cash. I'm not gonna get a bard, so I don't need to worry about pianos. It's nice to not, it's kind of nice to know what I'm gonna get ahead, so I know what I don't need to worry about. And in here is the item shop here too. Yeah, it is. Load up on a couple potions just as a precaution in case I run out of MP, but with 4 white mages, that's not likely. Your boy Chips Ahoy says I should try my idea for a PC, a druid who is maxed in deception and is dressed as a bear. Because of his deception, everyone thinks he's just a bear. There's this weird thing, and I wonder if Sir Barrington is the origin of it, but there's this weird thing I've noticed with D&D, or with any fantasy D20 system, with druids specifically, it's always a bear. It's always, I want to turn into a bear. The druid never turns into anything else. It's always, I want to be a bear, right? And, I mean, bears are inherently a funny animal, okay? They're inherently funny, they're cute, they tumble around, they like honey. They also are gigantic and have claws that can rip you to shreds. So there is inherent comedy to a D&D character that is a bear, but why don't we ever get the druid that wants to be something that isn't a bear? And I know we do get that because D&D is big and blah, 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 but it seems like it's always a bear. And that's weird to me. Chris says, if I do a druid, I'm going to have him only be able to turn into a chipmunk as in Alvin and the Chipmunks. You know? That'd especially be great because then your battle form would just be a giant chipmunk. And I'd be into that. If you want to run a druid that turns into a giant chipmunk in my next campaign, I will roll with that. Bart's has a backstory, and now we're gonna learn about it. Bart's all like, I'm sad about my past. 'Cause I was a baby once. Here's this creepy old man just kind of leering at Lena while she's sleeping. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, I get you've known her since she was a kid, but that's still kind of weird. Alright, now I can get the canal open. Your boy Chips Ahoy says a stealth orc rather than real stealth, max in intimidation. So when I walk in the room, I shout, "You don't see me," and they're so pissed scared, they just follow along. I had something similar to that happen once way back in high school. I was running a 4th edition D&D game, which I'll actually go to bat for 4th edition. It gets an undeserved amount of hate. It had issues, but anyway. Whoops, push the speed up button instead of the sprint button again. The warlord, basically just a support marshal, was trying to sneak in to a base and got spotted. And so I was like, what do you do? And he's like, I activate my lance of fire and swing it around and shout, I'm a scary ghost. Convince him that I'm a ghost and so he'll run away. And I was like, okay, roll bluff. And he nat 20'd it. Now I know nat 20s aren't instant successes on skill checks. Rules as written. But I say, fuck that. That's less fun. If they're trying something that's literally impossible, you just don't let them roll. Anyway. Yeah, Chris says a 4th edition game that's true to the rules, so not real time, would have been perfect, and I agree. The complaint that 4th edition drew that has merit, even though I don't think it sinks the system, but has merit, is that it's a little too video gamey. And yet they never made a video game. Like, a 4th edition video game would have fucking rocked. And they never did it. Really frustrating. Frankly, I feel the same way about Pathfinder 2nd edition. Paging through the book. It's good, it's well designed, it's way too bogged down in rules and systems and crunchiness for me to ever want to run it as a tabletop game. But if they made a video game that used 2nd edition Pathfinder as its underpinning, I would play the hell out of it. And like actually included robust options for everything. Then I would have played the hell out of it. So I hope they do that for Pathfinder 2nd edition. We got to find the crystals before they explode and global warming happens. Everyone gives FF7 all the credit for just being an extended global warming metaphor, but FF5 did it first. FF7 just, you know, did it better. But, better. What are we, some kind of warriors of light? Alright, back to that canal. Okay, I gotta pull up my Enkybot here now because there's actually stuff happening that I need to watch for. Okay, let's see. Whew. Alright, we're gonna try, actually I'm gonna pop out real quick and save, and then we're gonna try this boss, but with four white mages. I might actually need to grind before this first honest-to-goodness boss. We're gonna find out. Homebrew DBZ game after every battle roll 4D100. What do the D100s do? Hey! Trisketsanon in chat. Looking like a JRPG and chill Saturday. Oh shit, are you playing AoE and chilling right now? Oh, I see, 4D100 for damage, so it's anywhere between 4 and 400. That's reasonable. I've actually thought about how, okay, good. So these guys can barely fucking touch me, which is nice, because I can also barely touch them. All right, I didn't equip Ferris because I'm dumb. I gotta do that. Oh shit, Kerner playing some Ao no Kiseki right now. How far along in Ao are you now? You gotta be getting close-ish to the end now. God, the end game of that game is insane. I love it. Oh geez, welcome to. Okay, we're officially in emulator speed up every battle stage now. Holy crap! All right. Let's re-optimize Ferris here. Oh, sweet Jesus. Just a bit in Chapter 2. Ah, yeah, I guess you took a pretty long break after 0. You might notice, actually, that the text, not the Final Fantasy text, but all the other text up here, somebody from an FF14 group I'm in actually got me or showed me where to rip the font that they use for the Bracer handbook. So that's the Trails font there. Should I put them in the front row? Theoretically. Am I gonna? Nah. Well, actually, the boss has an ability that auto-drops me to 1 HP anyway. So... it might not be a bad idea, actually, to switch to the front row with everybody. For that, to up my damage output, because it's going to reduce me to 1 anyway. See, yeah, so Kerner in chat says, binging all of Sky in 2 months burned me out. The funny thing is, I know a guy who started Sky not that long ago, and has already played through all 3 Sky games, both the Crossbell games, and is now getting into Cold Steel, and he just has not stopped. It's pretty funny. He's flying through it and having a blast. Anybody confused in chat, we're talking about Trails, which you should play. Napoleon Bob. Hey Grant, saw you were streaming, so I had to stop by. Michael from Facebook, by the way. Hello! We actually have a couple Michaels. So, Michael from Facebook doesn't, or do we? No, we only have the one Michael. Yeah, hi Michael. I got mixed up. We have a different common name that we have several of. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. We are slogging our way through a 4-white mage run of FF5 right now. You can see we've already raised, my thing's mirrored and I always screwed up, we've already raised $25 for the Gohan and Rory Fund, so the next DBZ movie, which really is like the 3rd one we have stocked up, is good. So we'll need $47.50 now to unlock Dirty Dancing, and we will have enough bonus episodes that our 200th episode will also be our series wrap-up. So that is our goal right now. And, of course, as always, we will match it. Okay, I may or may not be able to do this boss. I might need to go grind a little bit. We'll see. Oh, jeez. How much does my cure actually cure for here? 60. Okay, so I can afford to let it ride for a little bit. Your boy Chips Ahoy says, I try JRPGs, but I'm not good at strategy. Monkey Brain tells me to hit it till it dies. You know, depending on the game, that's not always a bad strategy. If you are new to JRPGs and don't totally wrap your head around the strategy of them, but want to try to get into them, I would actually suggest Final Fantasy X. I think FF10 does a really good job of, like, clearly delineating and making it clear how the strategic thinking is supposed to work. In my opinion, at least. I think it's one of the more beginner-friendly JRPGs in that regard. On a personal, from a personal scale, it's not my favorite Final Fantasy. It's got a couple things I'm not crazy about, but it is by no means a bad game. It's a very good game, and the strategy perspective in particular, I think it's a good way to ease in. And now that it's on like every platform known to man, it's on Steam, and I think it's on all 3 of the major consoles. I guess not technically last-gen consoles. It's pretty easy to get your hands on, so I would suggest Final Fantasy X. Let's just have Galuf throw down a blanket heal real quick. Here we go, tail screw. Drop that heal. Napoleon Bob's is one of my favorite JRPGs is Golden Sun. You know, I played the original Golden Sun, and I remember enjoying it, but I've never gotten around to playing the second one. That is kind of on my good intentions list at the moment, is to play Golden Sun, both all the way through. My favorite, like, non-mainstream, not a Final Fantasy or a Dragon Quest JRPG, as I have already mentioned, is Trails in the Sky, I think, is criminally underrated. I talk about it ad nauseum enough that anybody who knows me knows how much I love it. That's one that I hope it. I really hope that the Sky trilogy gets like a remaster on Switch or something, so that more people can play it. Because at the moment, it is the only like reasonable way to play it is on a PC. Your boy Chips Ahoy likes Pokemon, and that is fitting because the strategy in Pokemon is hit it till you die. I know that, like, high-level competitive Pokemon gets more complicated, but, whenever I just play the campaign in Pokemon, it's just hit it till it dies. Everyone's like, no, you can't just load up 4 attack moves on all your Pokemon and ignore any stat debuff or buffing abilities, and I'm like, haha, type chart, go brrr, and then just mow through it. Empoleon Bob says, I also enjoy Pokemon. I found the recent games lackluster, but still enjoyable. That's kind of where I'm at, too. I haven't played Sword and Shield, but I played X and Y, I played Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and I played, Sun Moon. And, honestly, they were eh. I get that Pokemon is not where you go for, like, super intense RPG challenge, and that's fine. But, like, X and Y in particular was stupid easy. X and Y, like, legit, I ran away from a good number of encounters and literally never stopped to fight ever. Like, the random encounters I got while going from point A to point B, and that was even running away from them sometimes. I was still, like, 20 levels higher than the champion at the end of the game. And I was like, seriously? And, like, even the Elite Four doesn't hit you with a full team of 6, like, what? And then Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire were just bad. I know that a lot of people love Gen 3. Those people are wrong. It is ridiculous that there are, like, 3 water HMs. That automatically disqualifies it from being best gen. That's my personal opinion. I know there was a meme about, like, 7.8 out of 10, too much water, from the IGN review for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I posit that those games were only 7.8 out of 10, and there was too much water. I think that that review was perfectly accurate. And then Sun Moon fixed some of the difficulty curve issues that I had. Like, it was still an easy game, but it wasn't, like, an insultingly easy game. So, like, I'm down with that. That's fine. My problem with Sun and Moon was that nobody ever shut up, ever. Like, I play Metal Gear, and during Sun and Moon, I was, like, banging my head against my 3DS, like, oh my god, stop talking. I have not played Gen 4 or 5, and I know a lot of people really love those. I've not played them. So my personal opinion, of the ones I've played, I think the best are Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But I haven't played Gen 4 or 5, so that is not, by no means, a thoroughly educated opinion. Yeah, Empoleon Bob says that, yeah, Sun and Moon had terrible pacing the whole way through. They did. They had horrible, horrible pacing. If I have to hear, but I'm not a Pokemon trainer like you, one more time, I was gonna, like, I remember her name. I was gonna throw what's-her-name off a cliff. And then, like, they set this really interesting dynamic with Team Skull. That they were, like, actually sympathetic, because they were, like, you know, street urchins that, you know, joined Team Skull for a sense of community, and that's, like an interesting... Like, that's interesting. That's an interesting motivation for the team, other than the usual just we're Team Rocket with the serial numbers filed off. But then at the end, they were just lackeys for the evil corporate lady. I was like, oh, okay, so you set up all that interesting stuff and then it literally didn't matter. That's fun. So yeah, I haven't gotten around to Sword and Shield, mostly because the last couple generations of Pokemon haven't really impressed me, but... That's neither here nor there. We're playing Final Fantasy now. I'm in a ship graveyard. There's a flail here. So nice thing here is that the enemies are all undead. So I can just do this. And heal murder them. Which actually makes this a not bad grinding spot. Let's see. There's a hidden thingy here that gets me a flail, which a white mage can use, and can use from the back row, and ignores defense. And that is going to be hugely, hugely useful for me a good chunk through the game. Ooh, God, these guys hit hard. Alright, yeah, I might need to stop here and do the mash a little bit. Alright, gaining job levels. Guess I can do that since, yeah, I think if I... Is it this one? No, it's not this one. There's a vertical plank somewhere in here that has a rock on it. That if you push it, unlocks an important thingy. Let's see, what's this? A tent. Oh, hold on. My Streamlab does a thing occasionally where it just, like, wigs out and then I can't see chat, so I have to do that. There we go. What's down here? So I'm gonna really quickly pop over here. See if I can't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it is actually back here. I think I did go past it. Dead. Leveling up is good. I think I accidentally went past. I think it is this rock here. Oh, okay, people are leveling up. That's good. I think it's supposed to be this rock here that if I... Yeah, because the guide I'm looking at says, the vertical plank next to the pirate ship leads to a seemingly uninteresting rock. Am I missing something here? Oh, there we go. I don't know. I did something different. Okay, there we go. Flail. This will be very useful. Because... Oh, that's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. I want to do that. Boom. Amps up Bart's damage significantly. It still deals full damage from the back row and ignores defense. So that is going to be my best offensive option for a bit here. Okay, let's go rest up again. Wrong room. I've been trying to get in. There's some talk of Pokemon ROM hacks in the chat. I've been trying to get in. I've tried a couple times to get into Pokemon ROM hacks. The thing I really want to do at some point is just do a randomized Fire Red run. Because, yeah, but I don't know, like, Pokemon's a thing that, like, I've always enjoyed in theory, but the way the games execute it is just not quite for me. Not to say it's bad, it's just not quite for me a lot of the time. So, yeah, I am curious to see what other people do with it. Honestly, that's one of the things I really enjoyed about Ni no Kuni. So yeah, these guys are also undead. I'm pretty sure everything here is undead. They are. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, felt like a Pokemon action RPG. That is kind of what I've always wanted, right? Like, I just kind of wanted to make like a Pokemon action RPG, super fun. The thing I also miss is the GameCube Pokemon games were interesting. The Colosseum and Gale of Darkness were always interesting to me, in that it was Pokemon, but like played with the format and did something different. And I wish Pokemon as a brand was willing to mess around with the format a little bit more. I mean, they do. Like, you know, because there's the Mystery Dungeon games and, like, the Rescue, which admittedly I haven't played, so really I guess I have no room to talk. If I say I want them to do the thing, and then when they do, I don't play it. But, hold on real quick. Is there a thing up here? No, there's not. I'm thinking of a different room. And like with Pokemon Snap and stuff, like, they do, but... Oh, I see the word undead, which means you're undead. Eat it. Money! Maybe I should stream, maybe I should stream Pokemon Colosseum. That'd be fun. Here we go. This is the room I was thinking of. There's Phoenix Down. Let's see, anything up here? No, that was basically it. Or is this a fall through? Well, if it was, I'd just fall through into the water, so not worth it. Ba-ba-ba. Oh, preemptive strike. Let's see, how much damage does Bart's just do with this flail? 40, not bad, not bad. Let's just burn this guy down this way, conserve some MP. No, my good intentions list at the moment is I'm playing, after I finish this, I'm almost caught up to current content in Final Fantasy XIV, and then I just got my PS5 a little bit ago, so I want to do a playthrough of FF15 on the PS5. I want to do 4K 60 Final Fantasy 15. Sounds dope. But then after that, I haven't finished Dragon Quest VIII. I started 2020 by doing a Dragon Quest series playthrough. I did 1 through 7 all in one marathon. I think I took like a short break in the middle to play like Wolfenstein, but I just powered through Dragon Quest because I'd never played a Dragon Quest game. I love JRPGs, never played a Dragon Quest. So I did. Yeah, here's a part that ages interestingly, and I did Dragon Quest 1 through 7 in a row, and then I kind of burned out and fell off at middle of Dragon Quest VIII. So I gotta finish Dragon Quest VIII, and then play 9, and then play 11. A fair point. Would you want to be the only girl on a ship full of pirates? Ah, right. Yeah. Honestly, Dragon Quest... Empoleon Bob says, I've been meaning to try Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest, honestly, is super accessible and super fun. The original Dragon Quest is still kind of a blast. Especially, like, I got it on my phone. You can get it on the I got it on the Google Store. I don't know if you have an iPhone, if it's on iOS, whatever, but I got the phone version of it for like $3. And for just like a fun little game you can just play on your phone, it holds up really well. It's fun. It's basic. It's a simple little grindy RPG. But everything moves so quick that even when it gets to the point of like you need 100 battles to level up, that still doesn't feel like it takes that long. So I beat it in like a day and a half. I had a blast with it. I originally bought it because Paige and I were taking a vacation, and we were going to Costa Rica. And so there was going to be a lot of long shuttle travel time between destinations in Costa Rica. So I was like, I'm going to get some games for my phone so I have something to do on these long drives. And then I ended up beating the game before we even started our trip, which was fun. Let's see, did that rest actually fully heal me? Yes, it did. Paige is back. Do you come bearing a TV? You do come back. Oh, yeah, that's going to be more than good enough for what we need. Since I've been playing a lot more FF14, I've been in the office here a ton. Don't mind me. Hey, everybody, it's Paige. So we decided to get a second TV for the office here so that Paige can watch TV while I'm playing FF14. Yeah, so now we have that. We might hook up the PS4 up here now that we have the PS5 and see how that goes. But yeah, that was a good call, getting that size instead of the bigger size. That is perfect for that location. Yeah, there's some. Your boy Chips Ahoy says Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I played a little bit of Digimon Cyber Sleuth. The other thing, I don't know if I forget if I've mentioned it. I think I've mentioned it on the podcast. I've gotten really into Digimon during the pandemic. It helps that the reboot just started, but I also went back and rewatched Digimon Adventure for the first time since it originally aired. Because I was a Digimon kid growing up, honestly. Like, I liked both, but I was more of a Digimon kid. Yeah, we can get it all plugged in and stuff later. So I went and rewatched Digimon Adventure for the first time since I was a kid, and frankly, it holds up really well. The animation is iffy because of the time, and budget, but the storytelling holds up incredibly well, especially if you watch it in the original Japanese now. I also watched Adventure Zero 2, which I had actually never gotten the ability. I never watched all of Adventure Zero 2 when it originally aired, so that was a blast. And then I also went and watched Adventure Try, which I had not seen any of, and Adventure Last Evolution Kizuna. I was able to get all caught up by the time Last Evolution Kizuna came out, and I watched that too. Then I also picked up Cyber Sleuth, and I enjoyed it. I fell off of it because it is a little grindy, and I was fresh off playing Dragon Quest, so I was like, I need something not grindy because I've been playing a ton of Dragon Quest. But I would go back to it now. I just got overwhelmed by all of the evolution possibilities in a good way. But man, the evolution in that game is complicated. I'm used to the show where it's very linear. So it was like, I just want a Seraphimon. That's all I want. Why are we making this complicated? But I would go back to it. I was playing that on the Switch. Chris says in chat, I haven't watched Tamers. No, I have not watched Tamers yet. That is also on my good intentions list. I know Tamers is really good. I have not watched it yet. I wanted to get through the Adventure series first, because the Adventure kids are my babies. Let's see, do I have an option here? Auto dash on. There we go. There we go. That's more comfy. Yeah, I've heard about the supposed Digimon strategy RPG coming out. Okay, I missed something here. There's a Digimon strategy RPG coming that's supposed to be interesting. It has my attention. Whatever. Okay, I missed something back here, evidently. Was it back here? Was it this ship here? Did I miss an obvious chest or a flag or something? Oh, there's another thing over here. Right, and that unmakes the... Yep, alright, there we go. What is ABP in this game? ABP is basically your character level and your job level are tracked separately. So XP just levels up your character, get more health, get more MP, yada yada. But ABP is the separate resource that tracks how you level up and gain new abilities within your class. So right now everybody's a white mage, so they're all leveling up separately. But once I get the water crystal, I will unlock Summoner. Sorry, my thing is mirrored. Summoner, you can see over there. I got a little Summoner Lena. So then if I switch somebody over to Summoner, but have gained ranks in a white mage, I can equip those and, also have white magic. So kind of like job points, but yes, it is literally job points in Bravely Default. Bravely Default literally just wholesale lifted the job system from this game. Bravely Default is basically FF5 2. It's literally the exact same system. You know, the magic of the siren can be solved with just a good, quick slap. Okay, let's see how this goes. Alright, Ferris is slowed. We can just plink at her while she's in her high defense mode. But that ignores. So Bartz can do a little more than plink during this phase. When she switches to her undead phase, then I can start really wailing on her. Oof. Ooh, physician, heal thyself. Oh no, she protect on herself. Well. Oh, he missed. Here we go, undead form. And Galoff didn't get the memo. Alright. Let's get a cure on Ferris. Oh, Vela did a donate. All right, I will check that in just a minute and get that updated. Thank you very much, Vela, for the donate. Damage. Prioritize damage over poison clear at the moment. I can probably burn her down if I move fast enough. But, Bartz needs it. Hit. What'd you say? Hot dang, we're good. Oh, wow, okay. Paige is informing me of the amount that Vela gave. Thank you very much, Vela. That's very generous. So we will match that in a moment. And I will update our total up there in a moment. I'm laying serious damage on her. She can't have too much more. Okay, she's back in human form. So I can take this opportunity to triage a little bit, but she's probably almost down. Ah, come on, Bartz. Oh no, she's healing herself. There we go, just invalidate that heal. Oof. She can't have too much in her. Okay, good. She's back into undead form. She can't have too much in her. If I had to guess, she's probably got about 200 HP left. I haven't been paying super close attention. But I'm putting 75 down on her with every 75 to 80. There we go. Okay, so she had a little bit less than 200 left. Shield I can't use. All right. Okay. Let me check that really quick. Ho ho, yep, that is, thank you very much, Vela, for that. I'm going to update that real quick. Vela gave $100, so we've raised $125, which means we are good to go. Our final episode will be our 200th, so that's awesome. I need to think about what more we're trying to raise here. Hey Paige, how much do you think? How much more does the how much more do our fans need to raise for us to turn that Broly episode into a Broly double feature? To make it Broly Second Coming and Bio Broly. I can't. I'm wearing my head. I can't hear you shouting from downstairs. You got to say it in chat. How much? How much will it take to make it Broly Second Coming and Bio Broly double feature? Just all the pain. They need to give screw you every time I give a number, you reach it. That's true. Honestly, we probably, like... How much to make it GT, Chris says. Oh, hey everybody, it's Daphne! She's doing a thing, being a cat. Yeah. Sometimes she will, like, jump on my lap while I'm streaming, but she's not in the mood today. That Dragon Ball Evolution episode was something. At least we dragged Adrian down with us on that one. It's so funny to me that the way this webcam picks it up, it looks like Daphne's like standing outside like Close Encounters of the Third Kind blinding light, when it's actually like it is a grim gray Seattle day. Paige's actually been outside. She tells me that it's you know, warm, but it looks pretty gray at least from here. Okay, we made it through the ship graveyard. Thank fuck. We did it. Now we just gotta limp our way over to Waltz here. Paid so to take $100 to watch 2 Brolys for 1 episode. So is that 100 in addition to what we've raised? So once we've raised 175? Should we set the goal as at 175? Paige will watch 2 Brolys. Or sorry, 225 rather. I'm just gonna run away so I can get to an inn. Your boy Chips Ahoy says, honestly, Bio Broly isn't the worst. Second Coming is not only the worst Broly movie, but the worst Dragon Ball movie. Paige may like Bio Broly because 18 has basically a starring role. That's true. I haven't seen Bio Broly, but I do know that 18 features it pretty prominently. I also know that Broly turns into a giant purple sludge monster. So, yeah. I'm dubious of this claim that it's not the worst Dragon Ball movie. Okay, got my rest. Let's check out what gear I can upgrade to. Actually, let me check what my bot says. There's a hidden frost rod somewhere in here that lets me trivialize one of these fights. Or, no, that's in Carwin. I haven't gone to Carwin yet. Or, where is this Carwin? I'm not paying attention at all. Where even am I? I'm in Carwin. Okay. There's a frost rod hidden in one of these barrels. And that is actually hugely important. Because for those unfamiliar with Final Fantasy V, rods, as in the weapon type, in combat you can break them. And pulling them up, so we haven't done the Tapion movie yet. No, we haven't. It is our next bonus episode, is Wrath of the Dragon, which is the Tapion movie. So we have not done it yet, but we will be doing it soon, TM. We will be watching Wrath of the Dragon, which I also have not seen, and I've also heard is quite bad. Let's see. I don't know where this hidden frost rod is. It's somewhere around here. I could look it up. It's probably in that little underpass there. Probably in that little underpass there. I can't get through here. I think I need to, like, go through the pub or something. There's some convoluted way to get down there. Anyway. Piano, but nobody cares. Because I don't need to worry about that in this run. This little room that doesn't do shit. Whatever, let's check out the gear first before we go poking around too hard. Let's see. Magic shop. Some black magic I don't need. Here we go. Silence and Protect. Those are gonna be my jam. Especially Protect. For a good chunk of the rest of the game here. Okay, no better weaponry. Four of them robes, up my armor. Okay, we're all geared out now. I'm going to look really quick at where this Frost Rod lives. Talk to NPCs, find the hidden items. There's an antidote, one of the 5 barrels south of the pub. Much more important to stand in front of the pub sign and walk all the way down so you can't go any further. Alright, it's in this weird little... Oh, right, it's like... There we go. Frost Rod. Now, that will allow me to trivialize a very hard fight coming up. Or a not very hard fight coming up, but with this party, it'll be painful. Unless I do the thing the right way. Okay. Let's see, I forget. Is there an actual... I don't think there's actually an event trigger here. I think I just carry on. Let's see. One of these is... There we go. There's my damn near indecipherable world map. Old buddy, old pal. Let's go. North Mountain. Let's roll. Okay. Oh, this is gonna get much less painful once I've got my summoner. But for now, dear God. I guess I should probably move my everybody but Bart's back to the front row after this fight, so that these encounters aren't quite as slow and arduous. Okay, we're just gonna blah 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 blah, fight, okay. Everybody here, front row. Bart's doesn't need to because the flail already hits for full. And we're gonna... You know, maybe I should actually just, like... Maybe I should grind it out a little bit here. Oh, geez, I wasn't paying attention and Galuf died. Oh, no. Okay. Maybe I should grind it out a little bit here. Your boy Chips Ahoy is trying to find a reason for us to watch The Room. Someone from Gilmore should have been a disaster artist. You know, I've watched The Room enough times. I've had enough of Tommy Wiseau's bare ass in my life. I think I'm good. I don't think I need to watch The Room. We did discover we have like the bare most tenuous of an excuse to watch Bring It On, a movie that is better than it has any right to be, because one of like the second tier cheerleaders in Bring It On was actually Lulu from Gilmore Girls. Yes, Paige is sharing the story in chat of the time Tommy Wiseau taught her how to throw a football. He visited our college once for a screening of The Room and a Q&A after. At the time, I actually did not get to go at the time. I think I had an essay or something I needed to finish. And I didn't even really get what The Room was at the time, so I didn't get what the big deal was, and I've always regretted it. But I am told that he answered a Q&A about as well as you would expect Tommy Wiseau to answer a Q&A after The Room. Yeah, the fact that the random encounters here are wrecking me this hard tells me that it's time for some emulator speed-up grinding hell for a little bit. Just to get my guys moderately hardy. Yeah, the fact I'm having to patch up after every random encounter tells me that, we're in for it a little bit here, folks. So you're getting a little warm in here. I'm gonna quickly take off this robe. We're gonna get a little steamy in here. Ugh. Don't worry, I'm wearing pants. Oh, jeez. Ninja Turtle, pajama pants, but pants nonetheless. Oh, man. Oh. Eh. Alright. Let's see, I should actually pay attention. How much XP am I getting from each of these fights, and how much XP do I need to level up? Nope. Not worth it. $140 gil, 25 XP from every one of these fights. Next level, 95. Yeah, okay, this is worth it. At least mashing out one more level. Yeah, I'm good. This is the most thrilling part of any FF5 stream. How's everybody's Saturday going while I'm walking around grinding? What's everybody up to? How's everybody spending the 8 of you who for some reason are watching this? Oh jeez. Oh jeez, I stopped paying attention. I stopped paying attention and now everybody's dead. This is what I get for not paying very close attention while I'm grinding. Oh, I just gotta get Summoner. Then grinding will be trivial, especially once I get the Flying Chocobo, I believe. Maybe even once I get the Fire Ship. I forget exactly when it becomes available. I can go to Black Flame Island and just do Summoner grinding at Black Flame Island, and that is absurd. Yes, Galuf dying is not that much of a problem because it just speeds up the plot. Kryle's not here to pick up the slack, though. In a run where I had a different class, in a run where I had like literally any other class in the game, I'd already be to the Fire Ship by now. Just because everything goes so much quicker when you're not saddled with 4 white mages. Okay, we're gonna get that last level for Galuf, and then we're gonna heal up, stock up, and not this way, and roll out. Because I'm not gonna sit here and subject you to be grinding out another 350 XP. Okay, make sure Galuf doesn't die again. I don't know why they're all aggroing to Galuf, but okay. 27. should have... Okay. Alright. Plot's moving again. Choo-choo plot train. Why, yes, I do shamelessly use emulator speed up, and no, I will not apologize for it. Let's go. Okay. Fuck off. Head on up this way. I got a preemptive strike. I can just power through these guys. Oh, right, these fucking headstones. Let's see, can he... Alright. Wail on these headstones. What's in here? Oh, Jesus. Alright. Oh, God. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get to the water crystal. I'm probably gonna call on it the water crystal just because it's taking so damn long. Normally I can get all the way through the fire crystal in one sitting. But this is a special kind of oh my god. Phoenix down, always good. All right. Yeah, it's still worth it. It's not worth running away from every encounter, especially with the speed up. I can just fight my way through it. Especially because these tombstones don't do anything. Like, they just sit there and be like, not enough MP. Now, those Gala cats, I might end up having to abuse later. We'll see if I decide I want to do that. Abuse those Gala cats. Because since I don't have a blue or time mage, they're the only way I can get the float condition. And there are a couple of late game bosses that just get completely neutered by your party having float on. And so there is a legit 4-job Fiesta strategy of going back to this dungeon from the end of the game, going back to this dungeon, getting into a fight with some Gala cats, letting them cast float on you, and then just leaving and not stopping at an inn, not running away from every battle so you don't lose the condition, and then just triggering that one boss fight. And it's like they have, it's all earth-based attacks or whatever. And so it just completely neuters that fight. So that might be a thing I have to rely on for this run. I forget if I have anything else that can get around that, or can just damage rush it so I don't need to worry about it. Yay, level ups. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention and Lena died. Whoops. Well, that's why I have Phoenix Downs. That's what I get for looking at my guide. I'm good at video games, everybody. Okay, this is a bitch because these flowers poison you if you touch them. I think there's a tent room up ahead. So I think I'm almost to the end here. Yeah, here we go, tent room. I remember things. There's some stuff up in here. Okay, level 10 going in, I think. Alright, Megissa. Technically quite easy to sandbag your way through her MP before she summons her helper. See, my last run I got Monk, which is really funny, because she has a thing where when she falls below a certain HP threshold, she summons a helper. I had Monk, which, like, this is the one boss fight where monks really kick ass. They can actually burn down her HP before she gets a chance to summon her helper. Makes this fight way easier. I probably should have back rowed everybody. Oh, I'll do that at the start. And I guess I can take an opportunity to protect everybody. That'll help. Alright, first things first. Depoison Lena. Actually, no, I should keep them in front. At least for now, because her... She mostly uses magic. It's when she summons her buddy that I gotta pull her back. Or pull everybody back. You know what? Everybody protect up first. Just so I'm ready when her buddy comes out. Although that might wear off over time. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still learning this whole how to use one of the most basic classes in the game thing, because I've never had one for a Fiesta run. That should theoretically help a little bit. Alright, heal yourself. Now we can start wailing. Oh, jeez. Well, I guess I see what they mean. The thing to do might be to just sit here and heal and just sandbag her until she's burned up all her MP. Because then she just kind of sucks, and then I'm only dealing with her buddy when she summons her buddy, and she'll do nothing half the turn, so that's stretching out the damage. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to just sandbag her until she runs out of MP. Because she's gonna drain faster than I can hurt her anyway. So it's gonna be an uphill battle on dealing damage to her until she runs out of MP anyway. So let's see if this works. Come on. Psh. Heal it. Yep, just tire yourself out. Yeah, her time between drains, I would barely be able to keep up with that damage, so it would be a waste of time anyway. I'm convinced this is the best strategy. Oh, Empoleon Bob says, heading out. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. I will probably... Ah, shit, she killed... Damn it, Gallop, stop dying. I will probably stream again relatively soon with this. Okay, so the thing to watch out for here is that drain can kill. Let's just do a blanket heal real quick. Re-up that protects. Yeah, alright, that hurts bad. I gotta keep everybody above about 160 so that they don't get killed by that. That's the whammy here, but she should be running out of MP relatively soon here. And then taking her down will be much more trivial. This is the exact opposite of the monk strategy for this fight. How's everybody's MP doing? Everyone's MP is doing just A-okay. Come on, you gotta be running out of MP soon. Ankybot says she only has 200. And she's slinging some pretty powerful spells around. So I'm still doing okay. I think she's definitely gonna run out of MP before I do. Aha! She's out of MP, alright. Or wait, oh no, she doesn't have enough MP for Drain. Now she should be out of MP, or damn near it. Either way, not enough MP for Drain, so I can allow everyone's health to fall much lower now. Chris says it is like first-gen Pokemon where enemies didn't have PP counts. It actually is not like first-gen Pokemon where enemies didn't have PP counts. Final Fantasy in general is very good about keeping track of enemy MP, which is sometimes hilarious results. There's an ability in an enemy skill that you can get relatively early on in Final Fantasy VII called Magic Hammer that costs 3 MP but drains 100. And so it's great. Like, it's just great for mage characters to have. It's worth putting an enemy skill materia on a mage just for that. And when there are a couple bosses that have a low enough MP total, yeah, okay, now this is gonna get interesting. We gotta burn down this guy. He has... how much HP does he have? He has 850 HP, so burning him down is going to take a bit, but thanks to Protect, he does not hit anywhere near as hard as he normally would. God, you still got MP for Blizzard? She's got to be running out of MP soon. Either way, she can't drain anymore, and that's a really dangerous move. So either way, this will be a piece of cake. Having to worry about him hitting really hard and her being able to drain would have been too much. Damn straight, not enough MP. And she still tries to do it, so she wastes a turn sometimes. Oh god, this fight is... Any other party composition, this fight would have been over like 5 minutes ago. Oof. Okay, he can do that. That's good to know. But there's a boss, I was saying, a Magic Hammer. There's a boss in Final Fantasy VII who only has 300 MP, and all of its attacks consume MP. So you just hit it with Magic Hammer, just bonk it 3 times with Magic Hammer, and then it'll just sit there, and you can just wail it to death. There we go. Now she doesn't even have enough MP to cast her elementals. And he's got to be running out of HP soon. He's got a lot, but I've been wailing on him for a while. Yeah, she can't do shit now. And if I'm not using the Frost Rod here, it means I can use it on the Water Crystal boss. There we go. Alright. I can use it on the Water Crystal boss, who is much harder, and I can kind of trivialize that fight with my Water Rod, because I believe, actually... Hold on. Oh shit, I can't equip it! But I can... Can White Mages not break Rod? I need to look into that. I might not be able to do either. I might need to do both fights the old-fashioned way. I thought White Mages could do Rod breaking, but I guess not. Okay, there we go. Yay. Oh, fuck off, Galacat. Just fuck right off. Alright, goodbye. Up we go. Hear you! Oh god, I've really been at this 2 hours and I'm only just getting to hear you. Oh, white mages play the long game. Alright, I got a dragon now. I can get places and do things. I can get to walls. Which, if I recall correctly... Let's see. Yeah, it's just over here. There's Walls Tower. That's where I want to go eventually. First, I want to stop in here. Pop out and do the saving. Oh, please tell me you've got something. Nope, you don't. Oh well, I'm gonna get Summoner soon. That'll make things much easier. Okay, no better gear in this town. But I believe I can get some magic. I believe there's really good magic here. Yeah, we got time magic, we got some summons. Okay, just time magic and summons. Well, I'm gonna need these summons in a minute, so might as well grab them right now. Reset my thing so I can actually see chat. Alright. I guess that's really all there is to Walls Town. Not much for me to do here. Let's go check out the castle. Yeah, there's an area down below that has a really good piece of loot in it, but also you get accosted constantly by a really obnoxious enemy, and it's not worth it, except in very specific runs. Might be worth coming back for later, but yeah, the Jackanapes, it's, yeah, not messing with that. Oh no! Look out! It's global warming! Okay. Meteorite landed in Wallace Tower. I think technically from here I can go back to Tycoon and get some stuff, but I'm not going to bother with that. I don't think I need to do that right this minute. I'll probably do that later. Let's check out this meteor. It's a meteor. Alright, these things look fucking tanks. I'm not gonna bother. Not worth it. Oh no! A gorilla went berserk and attacked the tower. The king went in after it. Alright, if I recall correctly, this is actually a pretty short dungeon. And there really isn't anything in here worth stopping for. I guess, yeah, it's really not a dungeon. It's just you walk up and do the thing. Everybody's at full already. No need to... Okay, this is gonna be another fucking sandbagging fight. I know. Thrilling streaming content. I think there are enemies in here. Yeah, here we go. Wyverns. Let's see. Ah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna see if I can sandbag my way through this just as is. If need be, I'll stop and grind. And frankly, if I... Oh, right. Wrong way. Frankly, if I need to stop and grind, I might just call it here and grind later off camera, so you all don't need to sit here and watch me do absolutely just unbearable, yeah, higher defense, unbearable fucking white mage grinding, but these guys have a chance to drop a thing that is good, but I don't care. They have a chance to drop fire rods, which are, like, moderately useful. But again, I'm pretty sure I can't break rods with this arrangement, so... Oh, good, an ether. That'll be helpful. Let's just do a real quick... Okay, I'm gonna attempt this. See how it goes. Basically, the way this boss fight works is this thing counterattacks every time you hit it. For stupid damage. So, what we're gonna... And he also hits relatively hard. So what we're gonna do is... First, we're gonna just throw on a layer of protects on everybody. To mitigate that damage. And then, Bartz, with the flail, is the only one who's going to attack. So he'll be the only one who draws counters. So I'm not having to constantly play triage for the entire party. That's the mistake that a lot of people make in this fight when they don't understand how the mechanics work, is they just wail on it, but that means it's counterattacking. I guess it doesn't counterattack everything because it didn't counter that one, but it has a pretty high counter rate. Oh, begins countering every attack with Rush at about 800 HP. Okay, so I can wail on it a little bit right now. Nah, those single digits aren't worth it. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it this way. It's tedious, but it's what I have to do for this challenge run here. So everybody else just guard up. This is similarly the way to do it with Thieves, is that Thieves can get an actually pretty powerful back row weapon. So you do the same thing, it's just that you deal more damage along the way, so it goes faster and is less tedious. Alright, let's throw down a blanket heal. Oh god, this is hilariously dumb. It'll get better after this fight. I'll have a summoner. I'll actually have some options. Bless emulator speed up. This would be insufferable if not for emulator speed up. There we go. Now he's counterattacking. Right, and then the rush attack also puts sap on you. So you can see Galif's health is constantly ticking down as the ATB goes down as well. So if you're not prepared and keep getting rushed, this can be really, really painful. It's already not great. So I just need 3 people on healer duty, 1 person attacking. And, yeah, just sandbag it. Through 800 HP of this shit. It's much easier when you have, say, a knight, or a monk, or 4 knights, or 4 monks. Come on, give me more like those. The flail has a really wide damage range too, so I can't even reliably determine how much damage I'm going to do on any given turn. Sometimes he does 20, sometimes he does 80. How's everybody's Saturday going? Everybody having fun? Thrilling streaming content? This is like some of those really high-end, like, hunt battles in FF12, where it got to the point where, like, oh, when he starts charging up this attack, pause the game, unequip everybody's armor, re-equip them with armor that absorbs this element, and then they'll eat it. And, like, that was, like, the pro strategy on how to beat some of those high-end bosses. This is what this feels like. I'm just... tedium. But I'm gonna do it. For the doctors. Usually I say for the children, for the things we suffer through for this podcast. But in this case, I mean, partially for the children, but for the doctors. I'm gonna do it. I've already raised $125. I haven't had a chance to update it up there, but if we hit 225, we're gonna make it a Broly double feature for the bonus episode, so we'll feel even more pain. Some people do this on, like, the original Famicom hardware when they play this, when they do these challenge runs. Oh my god, he missed. I'm gonna die. I'm going to die, everybody. I'm going to be a dead skeleton sitting in this chair. That'll be the streaming content you'll see, is a skeleton clutching an Xbox 360 controller. Well, this music just loops until eventually my whole party dies. That is what this stream is going to evolve into. Oh my god, he missed again. There we go. Hit for a reasonable amount of damage. He's got to be getting low on HP now. I know I'm only averaging like 30 damage a hit, but I feel like I've been doing this for a bit. He's got to be down to at least 100 or 200 HP left. Not if you keep missing. There we go. Alright, thank God. I was right, he had about 200 HP left. Oh my god. Okay, that's over. The four white mage hell is over. I have other classes that aren't white mage. Thank God. Crystal's doing some shenanigans. Oh no, we must protect the fire crystal. Hey, we're one step closer to horrifying death by climate change, but we got these neat crystals. So that's cool. Time Mage, which I won't use. Berserker, which I won't use. Red Mage, which I won't use. Summoner, which I will use. This guy back here, you can't actually go get until the end of the game when you get a submarine. Mystic Knight, which I will not use, but I really hope I roll it on my next Fiesta. It sounds like so much fun. There's these steps here, just nope. Can't climb those steps. Can't sidle past this. Nope, that crystal's gone forever. You come back with like a submarine or some shit at the end of the game, and it's got mime in it. Oh no, Texas! Climb into my mouth, children. Chris says just a rip-off of Waymon. I'm pretty sure this predates that, but also yes. Climb into my mouth, children. Now I will die. Yeah, that's basically Waymon. I'll be back later as an OP summon. my god, we get it. Alright. We're gonna switch Lena. Yeah, we're gonna switch Lena. And Ferris over to Summoner. Alrighty, okay. I'm gonna save here. Oh, and I need to do something else with my life, so I think I'm gonna call it here. Thank you, everybody who dropped in. Thank you, Chris and Vela, if you're still here, for donating. Super awesome, super generous of you. We managed to hit our goal, so now I'm gonna have to come up with more fundraising goals for the future streams of this. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna stream this again. Maybe midweek, maybe not until next Saturday. We'll see. But either way, I'm going to... The goal, this event ends in March. So the goal is to, piece by piece, fight and scrape my way through this by the end of March. Next time, we will move much faster, because now I actually have a significant means of dealing damage. And we will get that Geomancer crystal. Right there, Ferris in pajamas, Geomancer. Maybe even get Dancer too, but it takes a while to get Earth after you get Fire. Yeah, so thank you everybody for joining. If you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, thank you for watching. And again, you can go right there, you can donate, we will match it, and it will unlock something. Who knows? Maybe it won't, maybe we'll just match it out of the goodness of our hearts. That's good enough, right? Fuck COVID. Anyway, with that, thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you next time, and don't forget to wear a mask.